Kick those feet up and enjoy some NBA hoops on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Here we go. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. And here's Pritchard. Left side, Brown. Back to Pritchard. Launches it. The Mavericks pull it in. Pass to Gafford. Shoots over Brown. Gafford with the bucket. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. And here's Brown. Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. White can't hit. Here's Flagg. Driving inside. And he lays it up and in.
Name a way to score. Cooper Flagg can already do it.
Brown drives in. Offensive rebound. Here's Vucevic. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Now here's Brown. Driving in. And Brown with the stuff.
Hey, Brown can sky with the best of them. Terrific athlete.
And it's cleared by Vucevic. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
The baseline J is on the way. And it's Flagg missing.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Back to Pritchard. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Outside Christie. Pass to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
The fadeaway. Brown, no good. Dallas leading by 3. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. 1:46 left now in the first quarter. Gafford with the ball. Guarded by Hauser. Pass to Flagg. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, this is the kind of pressure Flagg puts on defenses. He knows how to get them to foul him.
The Celtics making a switch here. And so he hits both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And Brown with the stuff.
Well, that's excellent initiative by Brown. Seeing the lane open up and attacking it.
Outside Christie. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. And it's Flagg missing. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Brown. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Brown's got 9 points.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Here's Christie. Brown with some nice D. And here's Boston. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Thompson outside. Takes the three. The rebound, Celtics. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Vucevic. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Boston out in front, leading by just 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Hits the trifecta.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Celtics lead by 5. He takes it in. Pass to Walsh. He's off on the layup. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Mavs. Now here's Russell. Dallas, no good that time either. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Boston shooting their first foul shot of the game. So both teams making some changes here. So it's Boston now. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Counted from distance. Pritchard's got 5 points.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Brown knifing inside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Marshall outside. To stop the run. Counted. Marshall's got his first bucket in this one. Celtics lead by 7. Here's White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Inside. And Brown rising high for the 5th.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So both teams changing it up here. Mavericks trail by 11. Pass to Flag. From deep. Queta pulls it in. Boston on offense. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Here's Hauser. Now Brown. He's guarded by Washington. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown.
Oh, wow! Look out!
You're taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
And it's Washington missing. Boston on offense. They've got a 13-2 run going. Here's Dallas now, trailing by 13. Out to the right wing. Pass to Gafford. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Puts it up. And it's flag missing.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Washington outside. And Washington powers it through.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. Puts the move on, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. 1:10 left in the first half of this game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Gets the three ball to go.
And you gotta love the floor spacing Flag offers this team. When he's dialed in from deep, this offense can be very dangerous. And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Back to Marshall. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the long J. Marshall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's never gonna pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Pass to Hauser. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 14.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. Here's Pritchard. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
And the jam by Brown.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
That'll be a 5-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
It's been all about Jaylen Brown for Boston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boston leading by 18. Here's White. And he drops in the layup off the glass. White's got 6 points.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
And it's flag missing.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And the basket is good.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
The kick out to White. Hauser outside. From deep. Gafford grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
Marshall outside. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Celtics. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Vucevic. Stolen by Gafford. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Marshall can't hit. Boston leading by 20. Brown drives in. And the jam by Brown.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And that one's good. Flag's got 16 points now.
And proof that Cooper Flagg was worth the hype. Flagg has been a consistent weapon for his team tonight.
Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Hey, B.A., not many players can pull off an incredible move like that.
Boy, you're talking about a very short list. Here's Brown. Outside White. And a miss there on the triple. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Flagg. Kept alive. Washington outside. From outside the arc. The shot misses. Boston on offense. White, good. 10 points for him.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Christie. Knocks down the triple. Christie's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open. And how about Flagg's speed on the breakaway? I mean, this young guy can really move.
And Brown with the stuff.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. And it's Flagg missing. Boston leading by 21. Hauser outside. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Mavericks with a rebound. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Gafford with the bucket. Gafford's got his second basket of the game.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Here's Flagg. 18 points for him. Fires away from way outside. No luck on that one.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Boston leading by 23. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by Brown.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
And here's Flagg outside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. With 2 seconds left. And the jam by Brown.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
1 second left. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Boston out in front.
Boston, 61.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Outside for Boucher. Three-pointer. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Here's the three. The rebound, Celtics.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
That one drops for him.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Here's Dallas now. Nembhard for three. Nails it from three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times or he will bury you.
Pass to Walsh. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And the basket by Boucher.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that. Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Thompson. And that one's long. Here's Shireman. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions.
First team.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
First team.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Walsh. Goes to the fadeaway.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
2 minutes.
There's a minute 54 left in the game. And it's Flagg missing.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Here's Boucher for three. Christie with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
This one for three. The shot won't fall.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Jaylen Brown.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Team foul.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Flagg outside.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
From behind the arc. connects from downtown.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Christie's shot is off.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it,
timeout.
but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And Dallas calls time here. We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. And the Celtics in possession here. And they go to the intentional foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Boston ball.
That'll be a 5-second call. Now a timeout called by Dallas. They're down by 44. Your thoughts, guys?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Nine seconds left in the final quarter. And it's flag missing. And he commits the intentional foul.
If he hadn't fouled out, they may have pulled him anyway. This game is over. Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
He's perfect from the line this time. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Nembhard. First personal foul. Team is in penalty. Gonzalez. 2 shots.